was Trust Yourself Cauterizer Part 2 by Alien Neighborhood, and before that was Cauterizer by Alien Neighborhood. Alien Neighborhood is a Colorado-based singer-songwriter / one-person band, and I'm very happy to be joined by them over the phone right now. Vernie, how are you doing, dude?
I am very happy to be here. This is so exciting.
We had some technical scares, but we're good now. We got it sorted.
We had a little bit of technical difficulties. We're rolling, though. We're rolling.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to jump into it with a really obvious baseline question. How did you get into writing music and playing instruments?
Originally, I got into playing instruments. The first band, and this is a little cringy to admit, but the first band that ever involved, that I ever learned an instrument to play a song of theirs was 21 Pilots.
Totally, yeah. I mean, that's tight. 21 Pilots are dope. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I played piano way before I ever picked up a guitar or anything like that.
Really?
But writing songs, I've been writing songs in my head since I was 5 years old.
Totally.
And I didn't start getting them down on paper until I was 15. So that was right around the time the whole Alien Neighborhood thing started.
Yeah, I was gonna ask the origins of the project.
Well, it originally came from so when I was 14, 13, I had a band, and we were called Ghost Kids.
Yeah.
And we never really ended up doing anything. We would pretty much just aimlessly jam. But after that band went kaput, I pretty much was oh geez, I'm really in this by myself, huh?
Mm-hmm. And that was when you started doing just the one-person band thing, playing all the instruments?
Yeah, well, originally it was all programmed in FL Studio.
Oh, yeah.
And I moved on to recording everything live after, I guess, 1 year or so of doing it.
Sweet.
It was pretty much just I have to play these or else I'm never going to learn them.
Totally. So speaking of recording yourself and all that, that last song, those last two songs were off your most recent record, Fear is the Enemy, Ugly and Unlikable Volume 2. And from what I saw on Instagram, that was recorded at Snappy Little Studios in Denver. Am I right?
It sure was.
So was that your first experience recording in a professional environment like that?
Yes, absolutely.
Sweet.
Although I wouldn't call it a completely professional environment because my producer, Chuck, he's the guy that runs the whole label, Snappy Little Numbers, that album came out on.
They also put out the album.
Yeah, he's pretty much just a homie. It just kind of felt like kicking back, shooting it.
Cool.
Making music.
Sweet. So it was a casual environment?
Yeah, I felt super not nervous. I should have been way more nervous, but I was yeah, I got this.
Yeah. But really, the whole album has a really nice polish. It's it sounds really, really good. It was mixed really great. It was recorded really great. So I think it definitely elevated the songs,
I appreciate that a lot, man. Yeah, it took a long time to mix those tracks because it was a learning experience because I was oh, this is the first real album that I'm going to get professionally mixed and mastered and stuff. I really have to step it up.
Totally, yeah. And the songwriting too, I bet.
Yeah, absolutely. I spent years organizing the track list and everything.
Yeah. So alongside Alien Neighborhood, your other project, Vernie In Hell, is a hip-hop project. So just want to talk a bit about that. I remember I used to have a different hip-hop project that's been pretty much retired now. I think it was William with a 4 instead of an A.
Yes, sir. That's that.
Sweet. So would I be right in assuming that one's pretty much been retired in favor of Vernie In Hell?
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I started the whole William project when I was a younger teenager, 15 to 17, and a lot of the songs just are really undeveloped, underpolished.
Yeah.
I just didn't really have it yet in terms of writing songs.
Yeah. And I also wanted to ask, how's the writing and production process differ for doing an Alien Neighborhood track versus a Vernie In Hell track? Obviously it's a very different sound, but do you find one more
Yeah, it's entirely different worlds.
Yeah.
Because when I'm recording hip hop, sorry, some really loud motorcycles just went by.
It's all good.
When I'm recording hip hop music, it's pretty much just I either make a beat or I will, get a beat from a friend or something, and that.
Yeah. Full disclosure, I produced a couple Vernie In Hell tracks.
A couple? Oh, man. Just wait till those mixtape drops.
Yeah. Stay tuned, everybody.
But yeah, pretty much all I do then is just experiment. I would say the rap stuff is a lot more experimental because like I don't have to put all my energy into recording everything and mixing everything because you know, mixing just some vocal tracks on an instrumental is way easier than mixing a bunch of instruments together.
Absolutely.
So it gives me a lot of room to just experiment with vocals and delivery and effects and everything.
Sweet. So I think that's about all I had written. You got anything else you want to like plug? You got anything new coming down the road for Alien Neighborhood? You mentioned the Vernie In Hell tape, but
yeah, look out for the Vernie In Hell tape because that one's probably coming earliest. But
yeah,
the direction the Alien Neighborhood has been going in is much more, well, I guess the word is jammy, like jam band type stuff, like Blind Melon, Cake, you know.
Sweet, interesting.
Yeah, those are the inspirations I've been pulling from a lot lately. So that's probably what the next album will sound like.
Sweet. So if people want to find Alien Neighborhood, I'd imagine they can just Google it. It's a pretty search engine optimized name. You want to like plug any socials or websites or anything real quick?
Yeah, I mean, if you'd like to, you can follow me on Alien Neighborhood everywhere, except Twitter. It's Alien NBHRD. I also have respective accounts for Vernie In Hell too.
Yeah.
You know, just keep an eye out. Really, there's a lot of good stuff coming, like the stuff that I'm most proud of ever.
Sweet. So plenty of stuff coming down the line.
You want to miss it.
Yeah. All right, Vernie, dude, thank you so much for taking the time to chat for a bit. Glad we could play a couple of your tunes.
Oh man, thanks for having me and thanks for playing those tunes. I hope anybody who heard them enjoyed them.
Of course, yeah. Go out and buy the album now.
Yes.
Okay, real quick, I'm just gonna run through the weather. Today it is partly sunny with a high near 68 and a low around 51. And tomorrow is looking to be sunny as well with a high near 76 and a low around 52. Don't forget, that was Alien Neighborhood. Go buy the album now. Coming up next is Killer versus King with Heaven.